Hi Scorpio, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista, and this is your reading for the week of June 17th to 23rd, 2019. And thank you so much for being here. And this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can find out when your next reading comes out. I do these readings weekly. So in the physical, we have the Emperor in reverse. In the emotional, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. In the mental, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And in the spiritual, we have the Ten of Cups. So it looks to me like you are throwing off some restrictions and boundaries and perhaps patriarchal teachings and learnings that have been with you since you were a child, and you are no longer allowing those to dictate how you move through the world and what you do. I mean, it could definitely be in terms of a career, it could be in terms of where you live and how you live, and it could definitely be in terms of how you manage your money. And you may be having this sense of how things can be equally divided, and how the balance of giving and receiving, how does that really work in a way that is going to fit with this a new understanding that's not ruled by the patriarchy and not ruled by a system of hierarchy that once seemed very real to you, but now you're realizing doesn't apply to you and is not the overarching system and the overarching archetype that you want to have in charge of your life in that way. There's a sense of really coming to grips with the masculine energy that comes into your life, and to really have a new understanding of how that can be, and have it be something that's real and authentic to you, rather than something that is an external version that you've been taught and that's been imposed upon you. And you're really needing to take stock mentally. You're really needing to look at what's around you and look at what the harvest is of having such a restrictive system guiding you. And now you're willing to open that up and willing to see what could be different and what could change if you were to allow this change to kind of take over and take root and continue to move forward. There's definitely some uncertainty there, and maybe a bit of questioning about how this could really be true and how this could really not just be a fantasy. That term is coming through quite strongly. We're often taught, though, that any other different way is a fantasy. Maybe we're taught that it's irresponsible and that it's pie in the sky, and we're just being fanciful if we're looking for a different system, and that's not true. Wanting a system of equality and wanting a system that puts priority and emphasis on things that a patriarchal system totally discounts is not fanciful, and it's not irresponsible whatsoever. And I think that you have a sense of this spiritually, how in community there is this possibility for this celebration and this coming together and for this not leaving anyone out, and that really there is enough to go around, and really this concept of scarcity that the patriarchy is built on no longer applies to you, and you're ready and willing, and you are seeing something different, especially for yourself and for those around you. And this is maybe something that is a little bit hard to swallow, and is causing you ripples in areas of your life that you had really not imagined it might cause you ripples. But there's a sense here that you've gotten past the crisis point of this, and there's really no going back. You have come to a place where the momentum and the change is such that you can't go back to the way things were before without really causing harm to yourself, and really causing harm and being able to see the harm to others around you as well, if you were to try to fit back into that narrow way of thinking and that narrow box that you were in before. And I really see that in terms of this 10 of Cups here, in terms of this beautiful, beautiful sense that you have of where this could go. You're ready to step into something new. You've come to the end of the cycle with this, and you're ready to have a new vision and a new phase start for you. And that's where things are moving towards. And it will be something that's a gradual shift for you. You've almost stepped through the threshold. It's going to take a little bit more time for you to really work out emotionally and mentally how this shift is affecting you. And don't be afraid to give yourself time to kind of take stock. There can be a real pressure to take action right away, but it's not necessarily time to take action on all fronts at this point. It's more time to allow yourself to get adjusted to this, and allow yourself to really allow this major shift here to work itself through, and for all aspects of it to become clear. Because sometimes if we start moving on something right away and very quickly, it can sort of stall this process, because we're focused on the doing part and less focused on how it affects our being and how it affects us in terms of who we are internally. And that change needs to come from a very deep-rooted internal place before we are able to embody it in a way that is meaningful and in a way that doesn't cause harm to ourselves and to others around us. I really do appreciate you being here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to dive in a little deeper with this, you can have a personalized reading from me. The link for my website is in the description box below. You can go there and book your own reading if you so desire. I hope that you have a great week, and this is an exciting change that's happening for you. Bye-bye.